Hey everyone, and welcome back to my Let's Play of the Stanley Parable. In the last episode, we got confused. We just went around following a line that led us to so many interesting places. And we got reset a bunch of times. In this episode, I'm going to try to do 2 endings in one episode. So hopefully they're not as long. So here we go. Just gonna close. Sometimes it closes and sometimes it doesn't.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps
Yeah, we know.
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Shut up! Okay, so heads up, I kind of lowered the volume because when I was watching the last episode, I wasn't loud enough. The game was too loud, is what I mean. So I balanced it out by lowering the volume. I also moved the mic into a better position. There is one little Easter egg I want to show off.
Oh, and I guess this is where Stanley felt he needed to be right now, in this little hallway. Here, with no distractions, to study room 417. Not to actually enter it. No. That would be far too forward. Stanley wanted to know it from the outside. To see it not just with his eyes, but with his heart.
My heart!
He would know room 417 as no man or woman had ever known an office before. That ladder over there. Oh, and that little picture of a horizon or something. It's all just a never-ending parade of joy for Stanley.
I love that never-ending parade of joy. That's awesome.
Ah, no, apparently not.
Wait. Say anything else? No. Oh man, I hate it when the music turns off and everything's quiet. Like, no thank you.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Okay, I'm going to go through the left door this time, so we're gonna see what happens. And this is nice. Oh yeah, and this is another Easter egg. Ta-da! Employee of the Year. I'm assuming that's one of the game developers, probably. 412. Horizon or something. 411.
Yet there was not a single person here either.
Gasp.
Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Okay, so there's a lot to look at here, so I'm just gonna show some of the little Easter eggs, some more Easter eggs. So we got the meeting schedule here. We got blah blah, IT department, financial panic meeting, termination Tuesdays. Okay, no wait, marketing Mondays, termination Tuesdays, we're broke Wednesdays, mergers, pranking floors meeting. And today's Monday, so today's marketing Wednesday. At least the day I'm recording this. 4:51's private time. Ew. Disgusting. Okay, what to do about 4:32? Don't tell 4:32 about this. Oh. Okay, so planning group 42X. That's Stanley's group because he's in 427. And then there's an office party. Huh. Rip friends. Yeah. Let's see, what's this? Targets. Push for funding R&D. New coffee machine. Get Chris out of the broom closet. Who moved my desk? Keep targets on the topic of blah blah. Standardized papers. Hire someone to synergize papers. Papers are too synergized. Fire paper guy. Hire someone to fire. This is like... This is how I assume office jobs are actually like. I've never worked in an office, but I actually like imagine stuff like this happening. Complete today's blah blah blah. Gym. Okay. Let's see this. Blah blah blah. Teenagers. Space between teenagers. Work hard, hard worker. Buy quarterly. Post review. Buy people only. What do people want? Things, money, more money, things and money. Yeah. Blah blah blah. Planet life, football, comatose, spring break, clear skin, talk radio. Oh god. Tips for not getting fired. Talk list, blah blah blah. What's this? Monetize free to play. Okay. And I can't really read what's on the table, but I'm not gonna go over like everything. Ooh, broom closet.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
Nope.
There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow, just an empty broom closet. No reason to still be here.
What if there was a reason?
It was baffling that Stanley was still just sitting in the broom closet. He wasn't even doing anything. At least if there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way.
I wish you could like...
He's literally just standing there doing sweet FA.
She could pick up like the wrench and use it as a weapon, or like a broom.
Are you really still in the broom closet? Standing around doing nothing? Why?
Because I'm tired.
Please offer me some explanation here. I'm genuinely confused.
You know how grueling it is to sit in an office and push buttons all day? I wouldn't know, but I assume it's like...
You do realize there's no choice or anything in here, right? If I'd said Stanley walked past the broom closet, at least you would have had a reason for exploring it to find out. But it didn't even occur to me because literally this closet is of absolutely no significance to the story.
No, there is significance.
I never would have thought
I
to
could
mention
use the tape to tape your mouth shut. So that I could have peace and quiet.
Maybe to you this is somehow its own branching path. Maybe when you go talk about this with your friend, you'll say, "Oh, did you get the broom closet ending? The broom closet ending was my favorite." I hope your friends find this concerning.
I hope that in the HD remix, or Ultra Deluxe or whatever...
Stanley was fat and ugly and really, really stupid. He probably only got the job because of a family connection. That's how stupid he is. That or with drug money. Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
Oh my god, Stanley seems like such a boring dude. I highly doubt it.
Well, I've come to a very definite conclusion about what's going on right now. You're dead.
Oops, I'm dead.
Good
night, everybody.
Explored it a bit, and we're just about to leave because there's nothing here, when a physical malady of some sort shut down your central nervous system and you collapsed on the keyboard. Well, in a situation like this, the responsible thing is to alert someone nearby so as to ensure that your body is taken care of before it begins to decompose.
Can't, I'm dead.
Hello? Anyone who happens to be nearby? The person at this computer is dead.
I'm dead and wearing headphones.
He has fallen prey to any number of your countless human physiological vulnerabilities. It's indicative of the long-term sustainability of your species. Please remove their corpse from the area and instruct another human to take their place at the computer, making sure they understand basic first-person video game mechanics and filling them in on the history of narrative tropes in video gaming, so that the irony and insightful commentary of this game is not lost on them. All right, when you've done that, just step out into the hallway.
I love how it implies that, like, there needs to be a certain number of people playing this game. Like, if someone died while playing this game, the first thing people would do in that situation is be like, oh shit, the person playing the Stanley Parable died. We need to replace them. I don't know, it's funny. But,
Second player. It's good to have you on board. I guarantee you can't do any worse than the person who came before you. You too? Unbelievable. I'm at the mercy of an entire species of invalids. Perhaps there's a monkey nearby you can hand the controls to. A fish? A fungus? Look, you can hammer out the details. I'm not particularly picky. I'll just be waiting for when you're ready to pick up the story again.
I hope that, like, when the Ultra Deluxe comes out, that they actually, like, do something with the broom closet. It's like a meme or whatever. It's like well, not like a meme, but like, it's like an inside joke in the Stanley Parable fandom, I think. So it'd be cool if they did, like, a nod to that. Anyway, here we go.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Let me think. Should I go up or down? I think I'm gonna go downstairs. I wonder what company secrets are downstairs. Maybe this is where everyone is. They're all hiding and partying. Ooh. Red light, creepy.
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fired for that.
Oh, yeah.
And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that
risk? I know jobs are
All
hard
because
to
he
get
believed
right now.
Everyone had vanished.
Pandemic and everything.
His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all.
Maybe.
None of it made any logical sense.
Nothing makes sense in this world anymore.
He began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down?
Oh my
Doors
god!
closed automatically behind him wherever he went.
Ghosts.
And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating?
Oh.
No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming! He yelled. This is all a dream. Oh,
I dreamed a dream of time
to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all.
Yay.
He thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground.
Flying.
Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared.
Yay.
It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating
there's some,
everything
I saw
that
some
I'm
stars
doing and
left
thinking?
over.
Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who
What,
found
you mean
it
that's not
particularly
normal?
strange. I'm dreaming
Thought
about a
everyone
voice describing
had
me,
that.
thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd, and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself? Believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for
Can do
himself?
anything. It's a dream.
Stanley is as awake right now
No,
as he's
I'm
ever
not.
been in his life. Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, He knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that?
Magic. Stanley's a wizard.
This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently,
Not in the dark.
He invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back.
Wake up, honey. It's time for work. The fresh air
of the world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over.
Man, if only I could do that.
Let me go back
if I could
to
just,
my
like,
job.
stop dreams.
Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please. It's all I want. I want my apartment, and my wife, and my job.
Wish I had a wife.
All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal.
Normal.
Everything will be fine.
Conformity.
I am okay.
Nope, you're not.
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I'm real.
Everything's turning red.
I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice?
I'm bleeding. Help.
And everything went black.
Boop.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
Oh, Mariella.
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like.
What do they look like? Because Stanley looks like a basic
was to be normal.
Dude.
I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day. The very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
Wait, what about the ambulance? You were gonna call for an ambulance, you forget that? Also, like, Stanley, I don't know, Stanley looks like a very, like, well, you can't really tell what a crazy person looks like, because everyone's different, you know? So, I don't know. I can't really think of what to say. So yeah, that was, a lot of people dub that the insanity ending. I've seen some people call it the madness ending. Basically, it implies that the whole thing was a dream, or that Stanley's crazy or whatever. But that's the thing with this game, is that there's all sorts of possibilities, and
already this was uncomfortable, and Stanley decided that as soon as he found a new space he felt safe in, that he would never leave it again in his life.
Well, you can't go back because the door locked itself for some reason. And if you listen closely, it's raining. It's an Easter egg. Also, like, this whole, like, window with just white space, that's concerning. Because, have you ever looked out a window and only saw white space? Like, that's not a thing that happens. Again, nothing in this game is normal. It, like, pretends to be normal. But it's not. Okay. Ooh. Boop. Remember that. That's important. Okay. I think... Let's see.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I think I'm gonna go back to the right,
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
Yep.
Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Yeah, employee lounge. We already been through that spiel. Don't want to hear it again.
Yes,
yeah, it's a nice room. Okay, let's go.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
I'm not gonna do that this time, you know? I don't like that. So, that weird room, it's creepy. I'm gonna go in this much more dangerous room.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Maybe I just don't like listening to you. Okay. Let's see. Do not jump while it is in motion. Will cause death. Penalty for jumping off the cargo lift, $5,000. They're gonna rob my grave, I guess. No, they'll probably like charge my family $5,000.
I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not.
You're not?
I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time.
All about me.
There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
Her?
This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your work aside.
Wife?
To let her back into your life.
Wife?
She's been waiting.
My wife is waiting for me. I want to see my wife.
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this. To reach out to her. If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up the phone.
Hello, wife. It's me. Oh, 427.
Oh, Stanley, is that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting.
It's okay, dearie.
All right.
I didn't hear any noise.
There we go. All right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about your day.
Oh.
Gotcha. Oh, come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife who'd want to commit their life to you?
Someone will someday.
I'm trying to make a point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something. Come inside. Let me show you what's really going on here.
Okay. Actually, no. You know what? I'm gonna leave.
Sorry, but you're in my story now.
You're in my story now. Ow, my jaw made a noise. I have to be careful. 46. What happens if I go into the other people's apartments? They don't even do the door noise. Why is this blocked? Can't go to sleep?
This is a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley.
Oh no, I died?
Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence.
Press Q.
Look at him there, pushing buttons, doing exactly what he's told to do. Now he's pushing a button. Now he's eating lunch. Now he's going home. Now he's coming back to work.
That's how it is in this
feel sorry for him,
capitalist society. 9.
But in his mind, he can go on fantastic adventures. From behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown.
Wife.
Fantastic discoveries of new lands.
It's in the fridge. I want food.
And each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him.
You never know. Maybe someday a fire will break loose in the office and Stanley will be the hero to rescue everybody. You never know. Things happen.
And so he began to fantasize about his own job. First, he imagined that one day while at work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth. The thought excited him terribly.
Oh, spend time with the boys. Is that 0 or L? I think it's...
So
yeah.
he went further. He imagined that he came to 2 open doors and that he could go through either. At last, choice. It barely even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold.
Eat a prepared dinner. Okay, wifey, what do you want? Do you want pasta or pizza or tater tots? What do you want? You already ate? Yeah. Food's expensive.
As he wandered through this fantasy world, he began to fill it with many possible paths and destinations. Down one path lay an enormous round room with monitors and mind controls.
Mind controls?
And down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions.
Spoiler alert,
and down
guys.
another was a girl with a baby. And he called it the Stanley Parable.
Stanley Parable. Okay, where's my children that I apparently have? 'Cause they're not here. This apartment is so small. I don't know if... like, there's one bedroom for me and my wife, the kitchen, a very tiny living room, and I assume that's a bathroom over there. So where would the kids sleep, Mr. Narrator? Tell me that. Do they just sleep on the couch that's so tiny? Oh my goodness. And why can't I sleep? Tell me that, narrator. I just want to sleep. Also, like, this painting is the original boss's office from the mod, in case you were wondering. X to tell the kids a story.
It was such a wonderful fantasy, and so in his head he relived it again, and then again, and again, over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would never end, that he might always feel this free. Surely there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time.
All right, wife, I have something to say. I love you.
But there is no answer.
Oh.
How could there possibly be?
Forever alone.
In reality, all he's doing is pushing the same buttons he always has. Nothing has changed. The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets, the more he forgets which life is the real one.
Okay, go to sleep.
And I'm trying to tell him this, that in this world he can never be anything but an observer, that as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself. But he won't listen to me. He won't stop. Here, watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it.
Okay, I won't. My hands are off the keyboard. They're behind my back now. I'm not gonna press anything. I'm just gonna, like, walk around and look at this stuff. This painting of the outside world, which I will never see because this game will never let Stanley go. And I'm gonna look at the time. What time is it in this game? It is like 6:35, I believe. Yeah, 6:35. It's not 6:35 in real life. And I'm gonna look at the bedroom that I can't enter. Okay, this is boring. I'm just gonna go to work.
You see, Can he just not hear me? How can I tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself?
I need money to live.
How can I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself?
Listen, I need money, okay, Mr. Narrator? This working here gives me money so I can provide for my wife and children that I apparently have. Okay? And, you know, the job market's tough, especially in a pandemic, which is... I know this game doesn't take place in the pandemic. This is like a pre-pandemic game, but like, you know, jobs are tough. I'm trying to get one myself. So, let me have this, okay? So I can, you know, live.
Suppose I can't. Not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. We're not so different, I suppose. I'll try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled to. I must. Perhaps, well, maybe this time he'll see. Maybe this time. And I tried again.
Oh no.
And Stanley pushed a button.
I don't like that it's turned off.
Again,
Let me out.
and Stanley pushed a button.
I don't want to die.
And I...
Oh. Yikes. I think I died. Can you like die from that? Well, I ate food, right? I had lunch at work. Did Stanley just straight up die, like, for no reason? That's crazy. Yeah, like, some of the logic of this game, because, like, Stanley will die out of the blue for no reason, and it's weird. Well, anyway, that was the apartment ending. That's what some people call it. I don't know if that's, like, the official ending, but yeah. In the next episode, I think I'm gonna... I think I might actually try to listen to the narrator. Keyword is try. Okay. Thank you for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe. And I will see you in the next episode. Okay. Bye-bye.